What a catch right there by the wide receiver out of Ohio State.
You complain about.
There really is no offseason as far as American football is concerned because even during the NFL offseason, a lot is going on. Just not on the pitch. Players often have to sacrifice their summer vacation time to work on their technique, stay in shape, and keep their physique at peak condition. Then there is the trade side of it, with rumors and speculations everywhere. This particular offseason, one man has been the subject of endless and varying speculations. That man is Michael Thomas. After a disappointing season last year, there is so much to discuss because he simply cannot afford a repeat of 2020. The 28-year-old wide receiver already has his name stamped in the NFL record books for multiple achievements. Some of these achievements include having the highest single-season receiving totals and being the player with the most receptions in a 5-year span. As you must have known, Thomas is a player that craves recognition, and if he wants to catch and possibly topple legends like Jerry Rice, he needs to reignite the spark he showed from 2016 to 2019. Everybody is currently looking to see whether he stays with the Saints or leaves, but there are certain essential things that people are oblivious of. Which is why, in this video, we'll be looking at things nobody is noticing about Michael Thomas. However, before we get deep into the matter, ensure you leave a like on this video if you're a fan of NFL super wide receiver that is Michael Thomas. Also, if you would like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment on the hidden message. Good luck! Generally, NFL players spend most of the offseason working out, as they know if they slack off for too long, they risk not performing up to par during the season. But so far, Thomas does not seem to be doing that, and it appears no one is taking note of this. There's been a rift between him and the club management, and with the season looming ahead, fans and pundits are anxious to see how it ends. Cases with players having a dispute with club management are not new, and one player who came out on top from that incident was Xavier Howard. But his situation was basically about money, unlike Aaron Rodgers and our star wide receiver. Unlike Rodgers, Thomas is coming off a lackluster season that he cannot afford to replicate. I mean, this is a year in which the 6th-year receiver recorded a total of 9 games in the playoffs and regular season. Although the central part of his dismal performance resulted from a nagging ankle injury, however, there was also disciplinary action from the club management. When you consider what he did in earlier seasons, one would think the player and coaches would have bonded, considering the division title he helped them win in 2017. The previous season, the 28-year-old star became the first man to record 85 pass catches in a single season. Since 2019, Saints fans and football lovers have not seen the same performances from him, and now it's getting worrisome. Some football pundits might say the retirement of Drew Brees, his teammate and supporter, affected him. But this is not really the case. In general, the talented receiver managed to pull off some decent performances after the legendary quarterback retired. We've seen him in 10 career matches totaling 923 yards and 77 receptions without Bree. When you extrapolate that in 16 games, then that's 1,500 yards and 123 receptions, which is not far from the Michael Thomas season we knew and love. At the very least, this is proof that he can work successfully with just about any quarterback. Perhaps the most disturbing thing is that he has not cleared the air with the management after all this while. At this point, the player will have to wait to see where he will be playing next year, as he's limited when it comes to deciding his next club. The rift between club and players seems to be getting wider by the day. It is widely believed that the present tension between the parties stemmed from surgery. According to reports, the franchise advocated that Thomas went for surgery back in January. However, the star got another opinion from a different doctor, which prompted him to refuse surgery. Inasmuch as this is the reason people generally consider the rift's cause, it doesn't explain the brawl he allegedly had with teammate Gardner during practice. The relationship with club management could not get any worse, as he had beef with virtually everyone, including Coach Payton. However, if he does leave, there could never be another Michael Thomas because no one seems like his kind. When you consider everything that is happening currently in his future, as a fan, one can't help but wish the issues get resolved amicably, so that he can get back to focusing on the game. I mean, this is a player that is well on his way to becoming one of the NFL's Hall of Famers, but as it's going now, it seems a combination of pride and injuries might change that. The 2020 Michael Thomas was not an NFL superstar at all. The nagging injuries had him struggling for most of the year. Even when he and Drew Brees were together on the pitch, the chemistry between the two was simply not there. There's so much happening around the wide receiver that one can't help but wonder how he's supposed to concentrate and work on his game. Yes, the Saints star man normally plays with a chip on the shoulder. Still, the conflict with his own team and management was a surprise to many. One thing that people seem to not notice in the ongoing crisis is that everything is on the line for the receiver next year. With just 40 receptions and no touchdowns, 2020 was basically a wasted year for the former Buckeye, and one that must not be repeated. The NFL doesn't really want its can't guard Mike to become can't play Mike. At this point, it's quite hard to say the best thing for him is to leave the New Orleans team or to stay. If he stays, then it means he and the team are ready to bury the hatchet. On the other hand, if he pushes for a move, a lot of teams may not be ready to pay the high price he would demand for two primary reasons. One reason was his dismal performance last year, and the other is his proud persona. Naturally, the best option will be to stay at the team if they can get past all the back and forth. If this is possible, then glory days still lie ahead for both club and player. After all, Thomas has never hidden his love for the New Orleans Saints. And that's how we bring an end to today's video. So what are your thoughts about Michael Thomas? Do you think he'll be able to find his form when the season kicks off? Do you think he will stay with the Saints? Do you think the Saints can easily replace him if they decide to let him go? Do you see him overcoming his injury problems early enough and leading the team to glory? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit that notification bell to ensure you don't miss our next video and other videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep safe.